With book talk and online communities, there's been a bit of a resurgence in reading, and with that, an influx of new writers trying to make it in an industry that's really struggling. I would know. I've pursued the written word for over 20 years now, read many books, written many things, I have a degree in it, etc., etc. So I've witnessed the ebb and flow of this field for a while now, and right now, even with the influence of book talk, we're in a downward trend. Now, this is not a pessimistic sign of warning to pursue a different passion. On the contrary, writing is one of the last few acts of rebellion that we have, where we can talk about real-world issues through our stories. The problem is that we, as writers, are fighting an uphill battle against literally everything that's wrong in the world. And there are a lot of things wrong now than there were before. Politics, social issues, environmentalism, those battles have lasted for centuries. But technology, specifically artificial intelligence, that's new. I mean, for years, media has speculated on it, but now we're living it. Maybe not to the same extent as, say, iRobot, but we're already facing the symptoms of it. Generations, both young and old, are now relying on AI as a second brain to brainstorm, research, summarize, outline, create, finalize, sometimes in that order. Some people use AI for minimal, repetitive tasks. Others use it to coordinate a healthier lifestyle or create recipes even. But in art, the one place people swore it couldn't replicate, we're seeing tons of AI-generated art. And now books. You know, in the kind of society we live in, I don't blame people for taking advantage of new technology to help them make money. It's smart. Why wouldn't you do it if it meant lifting your family out of poverty or not fearing your financial situation? The problem is that when you use AI to replace your creativity, you're, in a way, de-evolving yourself into something more primitive. We've achieved so much as a species because of our creativity, our ability to tinker and invent, to research, to think critically and analytically. When you use AI to write a book, you're literally weakening your brain. You're letting it waste away from disuse. I mean, you can even see it in AI books that have been exposed because the writer really left the prompt responses in the book. If that's not a sign of AI-induced de-evolution, then I don't know what to tell you. What happens when you lose your creativity? You stop daydreaming. You stop imagining a better future, you lose your inspiration, you're no longer able to think beyond what you see, hear, and read. I mean, in a highly curated world where you don't know what information is real or false, the ability to analyze what's presented to you, recognize subtext, and formulate a singular opinion by consuming multiple different angles of information is essential. So where am I going with this? I don't know, to be honest. I'm kind of rambling now. If you're a new writer who wants to write a book, do it. Even if you don't see overnight success, because you probably won't. Social media does a great job of making you think that it's easy to become a successful author. But for one person whose book goes viral overnight, there are hundreds who have been posting videos about the books they've been writing for years. I know, it's not very optimistic, but it's true and you need to hear it. Don't fall into the delusion, because you should not write for fame. If you do, you're not going to see it. You write because you have a story that needs to be told. You want your voice to be heard. You want to give your daydreams a physical presence. You want to leave behind something you've created that will outlive you. Or for some other reason that allows you to write with intention and care that is worthy of this art form. Now by that I don't mean write the most perfectly written pro-level book that will be an instant classic. No, that's only something you can achieve through practice and dedication. What I mean is, don't take the easy route. Don't just prompt your way into becoming an author because, one, it's very easy to tell if a book has been written by AI, and if you're caught, you will receive a lot of backlash from the community and your career will probably end before it even starts. And two, writing a book is something that encompasses your entire being. Your brain, your hands, your dreams, your inspiration. A novel made from these elements is pure symbiosis. The act of creation from nothing is something close to divine. No one can take such a feat away from you. But when you let AI do it for you, that feat is no longer yours to claim. It becomes a mockery. To sit down every day and weave the threads of thought into ink on paper is almost, it supersedes you. In those moments, you become something greater than just your physical body, and your brain will benefit from it. You'll think better, dream more vividly, and you'll start looking at the world in a way that most other people don't. Some even can't. Not to say that writing yourself will make you better than other people, but if you exercise your critical thinking and learn to question everything, even if it aligns with your beliefs and opinions, to look beyond the surface level of things, that, to me, is a much better life choice than mental complacency. So let's say I've convinced you to try harder as a writer. What's the first step you should take? Lucky for you, it's an easy step. Read literary fiction. Specifically ones that test the boundaries of your comfort and challenges your thinking in some way, either through the reading level, writing style, subject, or theme. Genre fiction is great, but literary fiction tends to pull elements from multiple writing styles in a way that feels good to read. If you had asked me 15 years ago to read literary fiction, I'd laugh in your face. Now this whole side of my bookshelf is filled with it. Each one of these books have helped me grow significantly as a writer. And I write fantasy, not literary fiction. Regardless of what genre you write in, it's always worth reading literary fiction. And I've actually made a video of my top 6 literary fiction books that have changed how I write for the better. So feel free to watch that next. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you took away something valuable from my opinion on this topic. And if you really want to become a better writer, subscribe to my channel where I post writing videos every day on character development, world building, narrative techniques, and other writing related things. I also create affordable writing workbooks which you can check out on my Etsy shop, linked in the description below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic, so definitely leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next chapter.